What I got here is a PC I found on the side of the road out for trash. And yes, I got the monitor too. 23-inch monitor. I got the keyboard, the mouse, the little 3.5-inch audio cable. I even got a modem, phone cord, network cable, everything. Power cable, every single cable that was hooked up to it. Mouse. Weird dongle. Oh, that's the filter. Modem filter. Did not get the modem with it. So I guess the phone cord went to a DSL modem. Yeah, there's no phone jack in this. So specs are 1 terabyte. It's got 7 gig of DDR3. Like I said, 1 terabyte hard drive. E5500, which is a dual core 2.8 gigahertz. Socket 775, I think. So we're gonna take a look inside before we turn this thing on. It's very dusty, but we did have flooding fairly recently, but it does not look like it was flooded. I'm not sure what's going on top of this monitor. Something sticky. I guess they tried to get some kind of sticky residue off and it just smeared it everywhere. I can probably put some Gooby Gone on that and get that off. But let me grab a screwdriver and we will open this thing up. Take a look inside. There's the model. P66536F. So let's take a look at it. Okay, I've loosened the case, but I've not opened it yet, so we'll be looking inside of it for the first time together. And here we go. First signs look good. We've got signs of a cricket. I think it's better than a roach. And it looks pretty clean inside. The heat sink's not too dirty. Don't see any bad caps, so that's a good sign. It looks like we've got let's see how much memory we've got in it. So it's got this Kingston stick that is 1 gigabyte, and then 2 gig, 2 gig, and 2 gig. So we've got 7 gig. That is crazy that they do that. So you've got a 1 gig Kingston stick, and then 3 2 gig Samsung sticks. Why not just put 8 gigs in it? It might be a limitation on the system. And we've got the date code on the hard drive is 2010. So this machine was probably made in 2010 or 2011. So it's about 7 years old. And let's see. 1 terabyte. Got CD drive still in it. Best Tech power supply. And of course we're gonna leave the case side off when we turn it on. And let me wire it up, plug it up, and we'll see if it'll power on. Should have Windows 7 Home on it. Alright, it's plugged in. Monitor's plugged in. We got a glowing yellow light. I'll prop y'all up before I even got the printer cable or USB cable. It was probably for the printer. I say printer cable, but plug it in. Figured before I plug the PC in and start recording, just in case we got some smoke. We've got a green light on the power supply. That's a good sign. And we'll probably get some dust. Oh, that's not good. Sounds like memory. All right. So let's isolate it down to that one Kingston stick, because we reseated that one just in case it was an issue with just the memory seating. We're not getting instant beeping. Nothing on the screen yet. Check the source. Yeah, still nothing on the screen. I'm going to tell you what source it is. Got no hard drive activity. I did not, the cables were already plugged into the monitor. Did not check them. I plugged in the DVI. I did not plug in the VGA, but you can plug it in just in case there's an issue with DVI. Nothing on the screen. Alright. Let's power it off. And prop y'all back up. So we're going to take the 1 gig stick out. And we'll just put one of the 2 gig sticks in. Power it back on. If this doesn't work, we'll start unplugging peripherals. Could have a bad motherboard or a weak power supply. Oh. Yeah, we got nothing. All right. So we're going to unplug 2 SATA connectors on the motherboard. And we'll go ahead and undo the power to them as well. And power back on. It does that weird push the power button, it doesn't power up, push it again, and it powers up. Silent without the hard drive going. Yeah, we're not even getting a PC speaker beep. Nothing on the screen. I wonder who makes this. I don't know who makes this or who makes this motherboard. Asus used to make a lot of HP motherboards, but this does not look like an Asus. DVI. We'll leave it just VGA. Check the source. The source doesn't actually tell you what source it's on. Alright, let me go grab a power supply. I think I got a brand new one in the box. Alright, so before I plug up a different power supply to it, I figured I would at least test this one. I actually have a better power supply tester that has a little LCD display and actually tells you the voltages. This one just has lights that tell you if it's good. So let's plug it up. I couldn't find the other one. I think it may be in my bag that's in the garage. So we're showing no good on the -5 volts and the 3.3 volts. So I don't know, maybe we do have a power supply issue. So I'm not going to unbolt this one or anything. I'm just going to take this one, open it, and just plug in the essentials, and we'll see if this thing powers on with it. Alright, we've got the motherboard plugged in, and that's it. Should be the bare essentials just to see if this thing will power up. So let's plug in the power supply. Switch on the back, maybe? Yep. Is that a brand new DOA power supply? It should be on now. It tried to power up. Huh. What do you know? Well, let's put the power supply tester on the new power supply. I'll have to go out in the garage and see if I've got another power supply. I probably do. I had this one in the house. Like I said, it was brand new in the box. Go ahead and plug everything in. Okay. All right. SATA connector is not wanting to plug in. There we go. It's upside down, but we'll flip it off. Power supply off. Okay, we're plugged in. Flip power on. We're good everywhere. So it's testing good here. We've got negative 5 volts and the 3.3 that we're missing on the old power supply. But the motherboard would power up with the old power supply, but not this one. The only thing I can think of that's a little bit different, this one only had a 20 pin, and I plugged up the 24 pin on this one. So, alright. So our power supply is good. That's why it's good to have a power supply tester. Sorry about that. Let's plug it all back up again. Maybe we had a bad connection somewhere. I said the only things we should need are the 4-pin connector. Plugs in over by the CPU. It's plugged in. And we have our power connector. And we're going to leave for now, leave the extra 4-pin connector on there. It's plugged in. We should not need, we've got the SATA cables disconnected for the hard drive and CD drive, so we don't need to plug either one of those in. And that's it. No other connectors on here. So if we turn the power back on, I guess we had a bad connection somewhere. But we're back to beeping. Slide this out of the way. I'm thinking we have a bad motherboard here. Let's take the 1 gig stick. The 1 gig stick plugged up. Yeah. Possible this power supply knocked out the motherboard. Just for the heck of it, we will throw all the sticks of RAM back in it. I think I have another 775 motherboard I could throw in it. We could try resetting the CMOS too. Yeah. Alright, so we'll flip the power supply off. Let me turn the light on. Okay. So, we've got a jumper that says ROM recovery. I don't know if you're just supposed to undo that jumper. Guess I could look up the model on this motherboard. The other thing we can try is pulling the CMOS battery out. And sometimes I have good luck after pulling it out, let's unplug the, I do have the power supply switched off, but we'll just unplug the power to it just in case too. We're just going from basically from the positive to the negative on the CMOS, where the CMOS battery was. I'll hold that there for about 10 seconds. So, and it looks like the other thing we can do is we can try unplugging the front panel USB, and it looks like there's an audio, probably front panel audio connector, stuff like that. We can unplug those. Okay. Pop the CMOS battery back in. And plug the power supply back in. Put the power supply back on and hit the power button. And we're still beeping. Now we got a FPC debug. I wonder what that means. Alright, flip the power supply off. This is the CMOS one. So flip that jumper over to there. Leave that. That's a CMOS plus password. Give that a second. Right, put it back. Flip power here back on. Nothing. Alright. I can look. I didn't pay attention to see. This says debug. FPC debug. I got the power switch on or off? There we go. No, we still got the same issue, so last ditch effort. Let's unplug the front panel audio. Put a USB there. USB here. Alright. Nope. So it is dead. This PC is no good. But Be willing to bet we've got 7 gig of good RAM, probably a good 1 terabyte hard drive. Be a good hard drive for DVR. And miscellaneous parts. Decent case, Windows 7 license. So, definitely some pluses to this. I'm going to put it out in the garage, and all it needs is a motherboard. So let me take a look. I'm going to look up this model number on this motherboard, and we'll see if there's any troubleshooting beep codes on it. But I doubt there is, but I'll take a look. Alright, I can't find any troubleshooting codes or anything for it, so we're gonna just end this here. Unfortunately, we can't power this thing up and see what all's on it or anything like that, but you know, we at least got a few good parts out of it, and we can maybe save it for another day. I'll leave it all together until I need parts out of it, and if I run across a motherboard to put in it, I might just throw one in it, and we'll see what's on it and go from there. So anyway, thanks for watching. Oh, and side note, I mean, we got a good, I'm not trying to downplay the PC, but we did get a good monitor out of it. See if we can bring up the menu. No, it wants an input. But if it'll display that, should be good. So, thanks for watching.